This offseason, lots of NFL teams made changes to their logos and their jerseys. So far, 4 teams have made total changes to their whole entire jersey lineup, coming out with a whole new set of jerseys. Lots of them look pretty good, and there's some that look really bad. And today, I'm going to be ranking all 4 of those new jerseys. What's up, guys? It's Jake here. Hope you're all having an amazing day. And like I said, we're going to be ranking all the new jerseys the NFL came out with. And 2 honorable mentions. One, the Eagles. They changed up their word mark on their jersey. Used to have like the classic one they wore for years. Now it's this. And the Browns also made a small color change on their logo. Their face mask went from brown to white. Used to be like that back in the day. And now that's how it looks. So let's get right into this and rank the jerseys, because that's what you guys came here for. Starting at number 4, it was the Denver Broncos. Yikes. These jerseys, I don't think it gets much worse than this. Now, the throwbacks, beautiful. They need to make those their primary uniforms that they use for every home game. Those are the best Broncos jerseys I've ever seen in my life. As for all these other jerseys, these might be some of the worst jerseys in the NFL. I'm sorry, Broncos fans. I have to say, it's not looking good. First off, they look a lot like XFL jerseys, and just too much weird references on their jerseys that just, when it all comes down to it, and you put the jersey there and are like, okay, is this a good jersey for our team? No, it doesn't look good. I think the old Broncos jerseys would have just looked a lot better, and you should have just brought back the alternate or the throwback. And the one thing I really do have a problem with this is the alternate helmet. This is the most bland helmet I've seen in my life. It has the Broncos logo and a plain white helmet. No cool colors or no tint to it, anything. It's a white helmet with the Broncos logo slapped on the side. And it goes with a blue jersey. I think if they went with a navy blue helmet with the Broncos jersey, that like shine and stuff, that would have looked 100 times better. And as for the jerseys, I feel like they could have made some of these changes they made, like with the mountains on the sleeves and stuff. And they should have just kept the old Broncos numbers. I like those numbers a lot. And then another thing about the helmet, I like how you're referencing the altitude up in the Mile High City. But I don't think it belongs on the front of the helmet. 5'2", on the front of the helmet is just not the way to go. If you're not like a big NFL fan, you don't follow all these teams, no one's going to know what 5'2", means, and I just don't think it belongs on the side of the helmet. Now, on the back of the jersey where it says like Broncos country and stuff, or maybe on the sleeve even, I would say 5'2", kind of fits. But on the front of the helmet, no, I don't think it works there. So Broncos jerseys are automatically number 4. Moving on to number 3, I was super hyped about this when I heard they were coming out, and I still think they're really good. I just think the 2 jerseys ahead of them are better, but these are just very cool. And they are the new New York Jets throwback jerseys, but they're now their primary jerseys, and I am all for this move. They went back to their 1970s uniforms, which they weren't very successful in, but they're very flashy uniforms. The away ones they did wear last year for a couple games, especially the one that Aaron Rodgers got injured in. And I bought an Aaron Rodgers jersey, so now I have an Aaron Rodgers home jersey that I never wore because he was wearing the throwbacks. The home jerseys look stunning. They're amazing. Really good jerseys, and I think bringing back the old logo was just a super good choice here. And the thing that I think some people were kind of going to be questionable about, because these were like old uniforms, was how they were going to pull off a flashy alternate uniform with old school uniforms. They aced it. Their alternate uniforms are a 10 out of 10 for me. The black helmets with the Jets logo on the side just look amazing, and the jerseys too. These are going to look amazing whenever they wear these on like Thursday Night Football or on like a special game, or just normally when they want to wear their alternates. These uniforms are going to look so cool, and I think it really does signify a new era in New York, and hopefully an era where Aaron Rodgers will make it past one game. Now for number 2, this was a really hard choice, and honestly, this came out like a week before the number 1 uniforms came out. I thought this was going to be the best, and I was really surprised that they came out with better uniforms, or at least another team did. But number 2, amazing uniforms. This is going to the Detroit Lions. Bringing back the old block numbers and the old home uniform was an amazing decision for the Lions, and I think that's one that all Detroit fans were in favor of. The away uniforms are pretty good. I don't know about how I like how it says Detroit down the front. I think that might be a little too big, because I kind of like it when away uniforms and home uniforms look the same, but the home uniform doesn't have anything on the front. It just has the block numbers. But I think it'll still look cool, and it probably just is there so they can have a little more modernness on the uniforms. As for the alternates, this is what sets the uniforms apart from the rest, I think. This is a top 3 alternate helmet in the NFL, I think. From the promos I saw, this alternate helmet is sick and is a top 3 one in the NFL. Just the blue shining with the black lines logo just looks amazing, and I think this will be one of the best helmets in the NFL for years to come, and I think it goes well with the new black color rush uniforms. It just looks amazing on all ends of it. It's just an amazing uniform, and number 1 is just even more amazing. Number 1, you all guessed it, it's the Houston Texans. It's a new era in Houston, a young team built around DeMeco Ryans and CJ Stroud, and they capped that off with some sick uniforms, top 5 uniforms in the NFL. This might be the best uniform redesign I've seen ever since I've started watching football. These Texans uniforms are just amazing, and they are the first NFL team to roll out 3 new helmets at once, because the NFL did make a rule change where teams could have 3 helmets. So the Texans went right along with that, and they have 3 amazing helmets now. The first helmet, it looks a lot like the old helmet, but the color's a tiny bit different. The second helmet has a bullhorn on the top of it and looks a lot like their old red helmets. It's just they replaced the Texans logo with a big horn, and it looks amazing. And then their third one is their Color Rush helmet, and it has a new logo on it. It says H-Town. They're kind of inspired off the Houston Oilers uniforms, but they couldn't do too much references to it because the Titans technically do have like ownership to that or something. I don't know too much about it. But as for the uniforms, the home and away uniforms, aced it, 10 out of 10. Just the details on it and the more like sharp numbers, it looks great. I think CJ Stroud, Stephon Diggs, Tank Dell, Derek Stingley, they'll all look amazing in it, and they're just really good uniforms. They aced those. The red alternate, it's basically the same thing as the home and away, it's just red. Again, 10 out of 10. And then the Color Rush, kind of inspired by the Houston Oilers uniforms. It just looks great. The numbers on it look amazing, how they look 3D. I've never seen anything like that before. They put H-Town on the back of the jersey, I'm pretty sure, where you can't really see it though. The new logo, the H logo looks great. Changing up the colors on the Texans logo, making a secondary logo, looks great. These uniforms are so good, and these are a top 5 uniform in the NFL for me. These are just such nice uniforms, and I think next time I see one, I might have to get a CJ Stroud jersey. They're just that good, and I love them. I think these will be some of the most well-known and iconic jerseys in the NFL for years to come, as a new generation of fans are going to be watching this new generation of players like CJ Stroud, and it's just going to be great. And I think the Texans will have the most success they've ever had in their franchise's history in these. So lots good to come in Houston with a new era of players and uniforms. With that, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Make sure to drop a like and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this on the channel. Draft is tomorrow at the time of recording this, so excited for that. Here's my mock draft for any of you who are wondering. I might do one more, but here's the only one I've done so far. With that, hope you all enjoyed this video. God bless. I'll see y'all next time.